What's going on, everybody? It's Derrick.
And Meesh.
And Doug.
And Sam.
Welcome to Gaming...
Hey, you're back, Sam.
Hey, I know, right? Welcome to Gaming and Chill, episode number 92. Today on the show, we'll be discussing what's been going on lately, Patrick Stewart's Star Trek Return, Super Smash Direct, and Marvel's Imax releases. But before all that, this episode is sponsored by Humble Bundle.
Thanks, guys. Our partner for this week's podcast is Humble Bundle. Humble Bundle is an online digital store that sells some of the most popular games from the most popular game developers. But that's not all. They also offer bundle deals that change weekly and monthly that allow you to pay a designated amount for a collection of games or ebooks that can often save you hundreds of dollars. Humble Bundle then donates portions of its proceeds to a featured charity. In addition to this awesome business model, they have also partnered with us so we get a small portion of any purchase or donation through their website. All you need to do is go to our website, scroll to the bottom of the page, and click the Humble Bundle partner logo and shop for any games of your heart's desire. Thanks, Humble Bundle. Back to you guys.
So what's been going on, guys? How are you doing this week?
Oh, you know, surviving.
Sam got moved.
Yeah, I got a house, guys.
Dude, that's awesome. How you liking it?
I'm liking it a lot. I mean, right now you may be able to notice there's not as much of an echo because I actually have a room to do recording in, and it's awesome.
Nice. Gonna hang up posters and get yourself a desk and everything?
You betcha. The first thing that's going on my wall is that Super Troopers 2 poster I have.
Is a Blacklight Grateful Dead poster.
You forgot the fuzzy, what's the one that you color? The
Yeah,
one that looks like a sugar skull?
Go through and have my Hendrix Experience thing hanging in the window. It'll be great.
Or what was the Trapper
lava
Keepers?
lamp. Lisa Frank?
Lisa, you just have a giant Lisa Frank poster.
One of my
Hey, Sam, you
favorite-
still got that world map poster that's been crumpled up every time I've moved.
Yeah. It's actually funny is because I have no idea where it went.
You were like, hey, we can hang this behind us when I was living over in the other place with a huge basement.
Yep.
And then, yeah.
Then we lost it.
Don't you love?
What about you guys?
Don't you love moving? And you're like, I put it in this box. Why isn't it in this box? And you're like, I don't understand. And then 2 years later, after you replaced it, you don't need it or you've forgotten it, then you find it.
It's like, what?
Well, here's the thing. Whenever I move, I don't care about packing in any certain order. I have a desk bucket. And in that desk bucket, I shove everything that was on my desk in it.
That's fair enough.
And then I dump that bucket back out on my desk and reorganize when I get done.
That's not a bad idea.
See,
Go ahead.
that works when you're single. It works really well. Unfortunately, it doesn't work when you're not single.
Well, I don't exactly have that option, Sam.
Well, I was just warning you. It changes. Enjoy that while you can.
No, I used to enjoy, like, at college going, and this all goes in this tub, and this all goes in this tub, and, I'll get a garbage bag for the clothes. And I was done moving in 30 minutes.
See, I tried that. It didn't work too well.
Fair enough. I think I packed and moved in, like, a couple hours when I left school for a little while to go back to home for summer. It was great. It's like, where is it? I don't know. Is it broken? I'll find out in the fall. It's like, did something break open and spill its contents over everything? Maybe. I don't care. That's a problem.
Well,
here's
the perks behind it, because, I mean, we're talking about moving, even though we're supposed to be talking about ours. Like, I found a bag of Cadbury eggs. Not like the caramel ones, but like the hard chocolate type thing. Like, I don't know, 8 months after Easter. And those are the best Easter candies ever. And I found it after moving back into a dorm or whenever it was moved. It's like, this is a gift from old me. This is something I must cherish. This is something that was not planned in any way. And this shows the sovereignty of God.
right. You're like, oh my god, it's like finding money.
Well, yeah, but it's not money, and it's much less useful than money. But it does. It's like emotional money because it makes you happy.
What's that feel like?
I don't know because this week, good segue into my segment. I had to pay $139 to get a starter fixed on my car. But good news is, after I did that, I was just sad and angry enough that I went to a junk yard, got a new bumper, taillight, and wind visor for my car. And so now I have basically a different car than I had a week ago.
Hey.
That's always good.
Yeah.
I mean, kinda. It always sucks to spend money, but...
In the meantime, go check out Humble Bundle and designate
for Micah's new ride.
That'll work.
Yeah, the saddest part of it was I had to get rid of the bumper stickers I had, which was kind of sad, but I can replace those.
I've never put a bumper sticker on my car. Ever.
I used to have an NRA one, but I never was a member of the NRA.
Nice.
Doug doesn't really follow the bumper sticker regulation. He just stickers his car.
I
Hey,
like
that's
those.
because
Decals.
they're decals.
I like them.
They're
Those are dolls. No, it's an action figure.
There's a legitimate
wait.
difference.
There's a legitimate difference on the one. But yeah, so Doug, you remember how your car almost got towed the other day because they didn't know it was yours?
Oh, yeah.
Same thing happened to me like 2 days ago. I stopped by and like Keenis was out there looking and he's like, "Oh, I was having to check to see if the UMS tag was up there." Keenis, I've worked here for 2 years.
You know me.
You know me. You come by my desk all the time. It's like, oh, whose car is this? Well, okay.
Wow. Are they that strict on parking?
Yeah.
They really, well, they are and they aren't. Basically, I was told they've never actually towed anybody. They just put those lovely little stickers on there, unless you really done goofed and are like blocking people in.
Wow.
Well, and I mean, we have to defend our parking spots.
They're like
From the crazy
they're like
people.
sovereign territory.
Well, yeah, because we got the crazy people next door that are like, it's a rehab group, and it's pretty rough, man.
Yeah.
Like,
They call in
Yeah,
on
those-
Saturday as Houston callers.
Yeah. To be fair, though, I went through and it's like most of those people are completely harmless, but there's one or two that are just like, I don't trust you right now.
I need an adult.
It's one of those times where you kind of reach down and lock your car again as you walk by.
Yeah.
Make eye contact with them as you do it. Whoop, whoop.
But then there always comes that moment where it's like, oh my god, did this come across wrong? Where I lock my car a billion times when I
Same.
leave.
I lock other people's cars as I walk away, meaning I press my lock button when I walk away from their car.
Nice. But I was walking away, and I generally wait till I'm at the stairwell to lock my car. And in the meantime, I just passed by this gentleman of African American descent, and then I'm like, oh, I'm at the stairs, let me lock my car! And I'm like, oh my god, does that come across wrong? I better lock my car like 5 more times. So it just keeps honking, so it just...
That just makes it worse, man.
That's when you just hit the panic button. You're like, whoops.
Sorry, bro.
Well, it's like when you move in your chair and it makes that awkward farting noise, and you're like, I gotta keep making the
You
noise
have
so
to
people
replicate it,
don't-
yes.
So people don't think it was me. So you're making a farting noise with your chair or your foot, and you're like, what? And then everyone's like, dude, what's wrong with you? You know,
Or if no one's around, you can be like, oh, this is how I can make that noise.
you know, I never thought about it that way.
Doug,
what about
chair
you?
The other day that was like leaning back and it just kept making that annoying squeak. And we were trying
Yeah.
to see how long it took Christy to notice.
It took like 3 seconds. Meanwhile, she plugs in like a desk fan into their USB. It's like for like 3 hours. It's like, wow, my tinnitus is really acting up.
And then she's like, what? Is it not okay? No, it's not okay. Please, save us.
Nice. What are you up to, Doug?
Pretty much the same thing I usually do every week. I survive.
barely. You're hanging on by a thread.
Oh, barely. Yeah, barely. Actually.
Okay, guys, I've decided that we have to do something. We have to get, like, everyday life achievements. So you know how Microsoft gives away, like, useless achievement points, as well as, like, most of the other, like, Steam will give you useless achievements? We have to just come up with these for everyday life. So it's like, hey, paid my mortgage today. Or paid my rent. So it's like, oh.
Negative gamer score.
Well, yeah, the problem, though, with gamer score is, like, you earn the achievement once. So, like, you can be like, yes, adult, check, did that. But then, like, car broke down is a boss battle.
Paid
And
my
then the
mortgage.
amount you pay to fix your car is the amount of points you earn.
Oh, yeah.
Mortgage
For
made.
me-
Great. Ate 6 pounds of gummy worms for lunch. Achievement get.
See, for me, like, this week has just kind of been, like, rough, because it started off with, like, you know, things that at my house haven't been great financially. I'm just going to leave it there. And so I was like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pay the cable bill, because everyone is trying to, like, oh, I don't use cable that much. I don't really use it that much. It's like, bull crap, everyone in this house uses it. But, you know, I'm just like, okay, I'll just pay it. Someone forgot to pay it last month, so I had to pay for 2 months. So that was like $340. And so I'm like, okay. Then I paid rent, and there's just like, if this keeps going, this is insane.
Right. Here's what you do, Doug. You play chicken with the bills.
No, you get 6 credit cards. That's the perfect amount of credit cards to be able to pay off credit cards with other credit cards, and then pay bills as well.
See, my problem is, like, I was joking around with Sam, I wasn't joking around the other day with Sam. Name's not on any sort of leases, loans, nothing. So theoretically, I could just be like, nah, see y'all tomorrow.
There's no consequences for this.
U-Haul will be here in 20 minutes.
Well, what I was saying is, like, you don't watch cable? Great. Don't watch cable. If the internet through it, I think you could hotspot your phone.
Yeah, but then here's the thing. I can't cast to my TV.
Yeah,
I can't do the podcast.
Here's the thing. It's to prove a point.
It's about the respect, sir. It's not about the...
But here's the thing. It's proving a point by stomping on a landmine to kill everyone else.
This thing will blow up. Prove it.
But then here's how you go further. Everybody is over consuming water. Great. Just get a bunch of water and don't use water. Go buy a bunch of water bottles and just start showering that way.
Just go to the gym at school. There's a shower there.
Yeah. Basically, you're playing chicken. Who uses
I
the
mean,
most?
I got a
Basically,
planet.
Doug would be homeless. Doug would be a hobo.
To be
showering at
fair.
the YMCA.
To be fair, Doug, you've already proven that you can eat like a hobo. What's the difference there? It's like, hey, you can live on my couch, man.
Wait, you're offering to let him live on your couch when you wouldn't even get... What?
This is when he's kicked out of his house. You haven't been kicked
Okay,
out of your house.
that's what I have to do. Okay.
Now it's a race to see who can get kicked out first.
Who got kicked out by his fellow tenants first?
Yeah,
Micah
here's the
or
thing.
Doug?
I think I would win that because I could just literally call the U-Haul and be here in 20 minutes.
But the question is, do you have enough stuff that would fill a U-Haul, or would it all fit in your car?
It might fit in my car, but here's the thing. I have a lot of RPG books.
Oh, I forgot
So
about that.
it'd probably be in a U-Haul.
It's a good idea.
Yeah,
It's a good idea.
probably. But yeah, so that was that. So like this week has just kind of been like really stressful for me, and suffer in silence. Simplify. I don't know why I said simplify.
You've just offended everyone who is in the Coast Guard.
I will break it. To be fair, I will break it down. I will tell you the exact number of people who are in the military and listen to our podcast. 0. Which also coincides with the number of people who watch the YouTube version of the podcast is 0. We get all
If
of our.
you are there, If you are out there, or any jarheads are out there, give a shout out. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, please don't come kill us. I know what I said was wrong, but I just wanted to...
Tell us if you listen on your Apple, your Android, your computer, and tell us your favorite crayon flavor.
Like, comment, subscribe, and then ask your parents to get online so you can watch it again.
You guys are going to hell.
See, I live right beside the VA, so I feel the most in danger right now.
I used to, like, one of my old bosses used to be a Marine. Every time I would say something, like, really, like, and he was just like, what? I just look at him and I go, I have neither the time nor the crayons to explain this to you.
Nice.
And on that note, talking about veterans.
Hey, good segue. Veteran actors and veteran series.
My week was great. Thank you for asking. Patrick
Yes,
Stewart.
Derrick. Yes, Derrick.
I was just gonna let
Derrick.
that play.
I said speaking about veterans, meaning Derek's been the one on the podcast the longest.
Of course.
Well, yeah.
Now I mean that.
Good save.
I should have waited to the end of the podcast.
Yeah, my week sucked, guys. Thanks for asking. Cool.
Welcome to the Gaming and Chill podcast, episode number 92. Today on the show, we'll be... Hard restart right there.
So
Go ahead,
real
Derek.
quick, before your week, we do have to mention something about last week.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Mike was right. It was mass, not density. All right, story's over. Derek, your turn.
Okay, so let me... My week was pretty good, actually.
I'm going to play that clip like 40 times.
You do whatever helps you sleep at night, man.
Oh, I can't do that in public.
Why are you sleeping in public?
I can't sleep in public. That's my problem.
We're going off the rails rapidly. My week was pretty good. I felt like I was constantly in meetings. Like, constantly.
I get that feeling.
I think I was at my desk a grand total of about 3.5 hours on Friday. Other than that, I bought a new desk, built a new desk, and you what?
How are you liking it?
Dude, I love my L desk. It's a corner desk. That's not that the corner part that would go against the wall is not against the wall. It's like in the kind of in the middle of the living room. It's nice.
Nice.
It sounds weird, but it's nice.
Yeah, I used to have an L-shaped desk, but my brother kind of confiscated it when I went to college. I came back to like, oh yeah, I got my own place now. I'm going to take my desk back, but he had already put all of his stuff on there. I'm like, so what you going to do about this? And he handed me a TV instead. He's like, we even? I'm like, sure.
Yeah, it's called the desk bucket. Mike knows about it. Take a buck desk.
Yeah, I built it. I was so exhausted on Friday though. So I started building it Thursday night, and I stayed up till 11:30, and I get up at 4 a.m.
Nice.
Oh man, Friday was rough. But we did a pancake breakfast at work, and then I was a dealer for blackjack.
I was really, really upset, by the way, that you didn't combine both of those and have a flapjack blackjack competition to see how many flapjacks somebody could eat, and then also if they could beat somebody at a game of blackjack at the same time.
See, I would come up with so many puns regarding that, but I think I'm not going to do that because we're keeping this family friendly.
With the way this train's been derailed already, we've already killed 14 families.
It's true.
Right. And only one house was destroyed. It was a potluck, guys. It was a potluck.
It was a potluck.
I was going to say it was Thanksgiving, but good job.
Hey, either way.
Hanukkah?
Hanukkah gone wild. Other than that, really, my week was pretty good. Pretty standard. I gotta get my ink pens back. I gotta get them off my desk at work. I got really nice brush tip pens, which I think I was talking about for like 3 days straight.
They look pretty awesome.
Dude, I'm excited. I think I posted a picture of them up on Twitter. But yeah, other than that, really, my week's been pretty average. Like, not bad, not good, just good. I got a desk, but that's about it. Okay.
Is it sad that a desk makes the week good?
Let's
No.
not go.
Considering that I've been looking forward to a new desk for a while, no. It's,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Hey, for the longest time there, the most exciting thing in my life was a new cheese grater. I think a desk is pretty good.
That's
You want to talk about it?
No.
Okay. Let's move forward, actually. Patrick Stewart is returning to Star Trek.
Make it so.
Yes.
How do you feel about it? Like, as a whole?
I like it. I'm excited because it's going into Star Trek's future instead of sitting around in its past with like Discovery and Enterprise with Scott Bakula and the reboot franchise from Abrams. Yeah, Abrams. Had to think about that.
Yeah.
Let's also be thankful that it's not William Shatner.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, agreed.
Not that he's a bad actor or anything.
No, he's a bad actor.
We're gonna just go and say it here. He's a horrible actor.
I'm just between the two of them. If anyone was to be brought back, I'm glad they chose Patrick.
I agree, but I'm like sitting there going, what are they going to do? Like, what kind of storyline? Like, I love the idea of veteran actors returning to reprise their roles, but if they're not going to provide anything new to that role, it's just
There's a
flagrant.
comic series.
There's what?
There's a comic series,
Fair.
Thank you, gnome that I keep under my desk.
right?
But-
like Data is now captain of the Enterprise. Worf is now commander in the Klingon army. Klingon.
Armada.
Yeah, that thing.
Will they actually go with the comic series storyline, though?
I think they're going to take, bits and pieces of it where they can. Like, obviously we're going to see, I would hope we're going to see Riker and Troy's, relationship progress. Because 20 years in the future from the end of Nemesis, which, at the end of Nemesis, if anybody watched that, all three people.
I watched it.
I mean, that makes one.
I was about to
Data
say,
died.
I didn't.
Data died, and they uploaded his consciousness into B4.
I vaguely remember that. It's been a while.
Bingo.
And so I
uh,
think it'd be really interesting to have that series set in 20 years in the future where we can see what happened to things like Deep Space Nine, Voyager.
Yeah, I can see that.
So-
The other reason I really like it, though, is that it's like, now that it's like 20 years in the future, he could be like the head admiral of the entire fleet now. And it would just be a matter of a whole different dynamic. Instead of a single captain, it's like, hey, you're in control of all of these people. But, we'll see how it works.
It's good that it's in the future because the Star Trek past, like before Kirk, the people of the Federation were kind of scuzzy. Like, Discovery's people, they're just like, okay, I mean, they just kind of seem like jerks all the time.
Agreed.
And Chris Pine's Captain Kirk set in, the reboot universe. It's like, it's okay. Like, he's definitely Kirk-like. And then, like, Enterprise was just really bizarre. It was set in a time where it was on UPN. No. Was it on UPN for a while?
I think, yep, that's what it was. Because that was the one, like, where I started with Star Trek, and then I went back and watched all the good ones. But I was like, wow, these guys are idiots the entire time. Because it's like, oh, I guess it was like, oh, this is the first time we've gone to deep space. It's like, well, maybe you should be a little more cautious, just saying.
Maybe we shouldn't touch the things with our bare hands.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't
Yeah.
breathe in these spores. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, they also shouldn't put an exhaust pipes directly from the reactor core to in their big destroyer thing. But
The warp nacelles?
Yeah.
I was making a Star
let me think.
Wars thing.
Dilithium crystals are in the warp core. The warp core powers up the nacelles. Nacelles have
The hip bone connects to the.
Yeah, but I mean, I think I have somewhere saved up the schematics for the Enterprise.
Nice.
Don't ask why I have
Do you have the Haynes manual for the Enterprise?
no, but I'm pretty sure my dad does.
Nice.
Apparently, they have bathrooms on board.
Yeah, they do.
But at the same time, like,
And you know what they do in there? Do 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 do.
I was gonna say William Shatner would have done whatever he wanted to in there.
Slightly misogynistic.
Slightly? I'm pretty sure Spock hits a woman.
He does multiple
Well,
times.
clearly
actually.
she was being irrational, man. Come on.
Well, and Spock also didn't have emotions, so it was proper procedure in his book.
In his book, it was proper procedure. Apparently.
It was like an Excel formula. If ensign so and so overreacting, slap. I mean, okay. Spock's got to do what Spock's got to do. I mean, to say he's not emotional. Does that mean there's a protocol to slap people in like the Vulcan science manual? If they're overreacting, grab them by the shoulder, then slap them.
Hard
Apply
with an
physical
open hand.
repercussions for any type of hysteria on the crew.
full like reach around like of smack.
Like
Go on,
she
go
could have
framing.
dodged it. That's the thing.
Have you guys seen that one commercial where like
All of them.
where these kids are sitting there in nature on a blanket, they're listening to a story, and then all of a sudden this car bursts out and looks like it's gonna flip over them?
Yes.
That is what this podcast has done.
Like Peer Gynt's in the background, and then all of a sudden it's like this. I'm not going to bring up what Sam and I saw a video of earlier today, but it's just
Whoa!
this absolute train wreck comes in the back. Or no, it's the sun from Rick and Morty. Look, guys, the sun is coming up. Ah!
Right. I kind of hope they also bring back some other veterans, like my favorite Wesley Crusher.
Heck yeah! Shut up, Wesley.
Shut up, Wesley. No one
I
likes
want-
you.
I want that to be the last word of the movie.
It's not a movie.
Guys,
It's a show.
guys! I came back from academy. Shut up, Wesley.
Shut up, Wesley.
Do. I don't know why they're playing the original theme over Star Trek Next Generation, but I could not think of the Next Generation theme.
Da 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 da.
It's like when Achievement Hunter starts singing a song and nobody knows the words to it.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean, there's
man.
no words to the Next Generation.
It's true.
Except for the only one other than like the new
It's
the
been a
original
long
series.
time.
Oh, yeah.
Getting there from here.
Yeah. Like the first time that theme kicked on Enterprise, you know, well, I'm sure. Here's how. Let me set up a scene. We used to carry a TV outside when we lived in Vegas because it's hot, and so we used to put a TV outside and watch it like late at night, and eat ice cream. It was great.
You were the epitome of go outside memes.
Well, my parents would do it too, so we'd all go outside and watch TV. We'd watch like Babylon 5, Enterprise, and Farscape.
Yep.
And Stargate on occasion. And so it's just like the first time that kicked on, it was just like, you know, Scott Bakula does something cool. It's like, it's been a long time, and it's like, what's going on? Like, this isn't Star Trek. That was great though.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm excited.
I miss watching TV outside.
I'm excited for Patrick Stewart. I want to see what he does. Like, I'm not going to go, yes, it's automatically good because it's Patrick Stewart. I agree that Patrick Stewart makes things a lot better, but I don't want to say it's good just because one actor's in it.
Yeah, that's fair because you have to have a good supporting cast to make make a good show or even movie.
Yeah, exactly. Did you say the B
Pretty
movie?
No, I said
You like jazz?
Yeah, that's what I heard, and I was like, no, please no.
Nice.
Did I ever tell you who Michael, was it you that put the B movie's entire script like multiple times into a no, it was you.
I'm just gonna say yes. I'm pretty sure it was me.
Yeah, say it was him.
Yeah, he went through and he had like the B movie script like copied 1,000,000 times and put a file randomly for people to find. It's just like,
God.
oh, okay,
Yeah.
it's this whole script. Great.
I would make it so that every time you opened it, it played the sound font. You like jazz?
It plays the Seinfeld thing. Doop 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 doop. You like jazz?
Okay, let's move off of Patrick Stewart. No one? All right.
Okay, cool.
Next up, we have the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Direct on the 8th. It was a couple days ago for us.
Yes.
And if you're listening in the future, which you almost certainly are, hello.
Hello.
Do you want to talk about stages first, then characters, assist trophies, or how do you want to break it down?
Let's go for the least hyped thing. Waluigi's still not in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're holding him for like the release day.
Yeah, agreed.
I bet
so
you that they are too.
they just won't announce it. You turn on the game and it goes, wow! And everybody's like,
Yeah, before anything starts, like the tutorial is you have to fight, like new challenger approaches and it's Waluigi.
Yeah.
I agree. That would be amazing.
Day 1 DLC Waluigi.
Agreed. So let's actually start at some of the stages. How's that sound?
Yes.
There is now it's going to spoil it absolutely, but there is a Simon Belmont Castlevania stage.
Yes.
That's going to have all the original Castlevania bosses, including Dracula. And...
Who?
Yeah, I know, right? And possibly... I don't know if it was a doctored photo or whatnot, but maybe Kid Dracula.
What about Flea Man?
Yeah, of course, man. Flea Man and Frankenstein.
I
I thought that was understood when I said all the bosses.
Well, look at me.
Tis I!
Never fear,
Silent-
Simon Belmont is here. Driver monsters and all your dear. I love that song. We're referencing a Ninja Sex Party song.
Starbomb.
Starbomb. Well, it's Ninja Sex Party and Ego Raptor, so it's Starbomb. They're Castle Crashers, which somebody put over the trailer, the direct there, where Simon Belmont is revealed. Spoiler.
Yeah.
I know. Then there's also a new assist trophy, which is Alucard.
And there is also Waluigi as an assist trophy.
No, there's not.
Yeah,
There
there's.
is.
It was released like in the EA or the E3 thing.
Oh, I
Of
missed.
like all 16 hours of the E3 thing.
Look,
yeah.
whenever they started streaming Smash at EA, I was like, I'm gonna go watch something else.
But
they're
you
also
might
Like
miss something.
98% of it.
they actually listed how many stages they have now, and it's a ton. It is
Okay.
a ton of stages.
Yeah, the 100 stages that they have includes like the Epsilon version or like the battle version. So
I'm okay
like
with that.
there's 3 of each stage basically.
I'm 100% okay with that. And they have a new option, which I love. You can turn off the stage hazards.
Oh,
So-
man.
So you could have a Pokemon Stadium or a Mega Man Wily's Castle map without the Yellow Devil or other hazards on the stage. So it's just a pure battle. So you're not battling the stage and your opponent, which I like that option. There is another option as well, Stage Morph, which you can select 2 different stages and have it either randomly or at certain intervals swap stages.
Oh, man, that'll mess with me.
I love that idea because, like, it kind of makes you keep on your toes, so it can swap back.
I can't wait to do the morph match of Battlefield and Big Battlefield.
Final Destination and Pokemon Stadium. They also introduced a new Donk City stage, which I'm like,
we just say still new.
Yeah,
York
that
City,
was-
Lamb.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest. How many times have you went New Donk City? Donk, 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 Donk.
No,
Donk.
I just stopped saying donk. It's just like it's new donk sitting. Just no, not even gonna correct myself. Just live with that.
They also added a music mode.
What?
So okay, here.
There's a ton of tracks.
they've got almost full soundtracks for every game in the series. But they have it so that you can actually turn off the screen for your Switch and basically listen to all the music on playlists or through tracks through certain games. So they showed it, and I don't know how much of this feature is going to get used. They showed this lady selecting a track and then turning off the screen and putting the Switch in her purse while listening to the soundtrack. And I'm like, that's neat. Don't see it getting used often, but it's neat.
I think that'll put a lot of interest in getting the actual soundtracks in people's hands.
Yeah, because people will be like, oh, man, I really dig this, but Game & Watch soundtrack, no. So they could
the
do
Pirate Bay we go. Let's face it, Nintendo's not great at putting out soundtracks here in America.
Agreed.
No, but you know what they are great at?
What's that?
Not doing microtransactions. Looking at you, EA.
Waluigi.
I'll agree with you there, Meesh. Like they're pretty good about DLC.
Like this is released
unless you count the Animal Crossing Pocket Camp and Nintendo Fire Emblem and Miitomo. Yep, no microtransactions.
Well, here's the other thing. They're saying this before the game is released, and they haven't said for extra above the game.
I'll give you
so
that.
these
I'm
are
just
all
throwing
included.
Shade.
Yeah,
I'm just throwing shade here.
You know what I really want? And like Waluigi to be a microtransaction character, where you can play as Waluigi, but you have to have like Wabucks or something like that, and you can buy like so many Wabucks for like $3, and that's
or you could play 800 hours of the game and unlock him.
Yeah,
that'd be the ultimate troll, and that would be a Waluigi move.
like you buy it and they're just like, really? And they just give you a Nintendo eShop credit, and they're like, yeah, here's Waluigi. Go nuts.
Go nuts, kid. Then there's also a new Pokemon and the Pokeballs, which I'm always excited for. And then we've got a new boss and assist trophy, the Rathalos, from Monster Hunter. So do you think that means that we're going to get a character from Monster Hunter as a playable character?
I hope so.
I think so.
I hope so. God, I hope so. Monster Hunter is my Jimmy Jam. Right next to Final Fantasy XIV, which is having a crossover event with Monster Hunter, so that might explain a few things.
Just a little bit.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, so new characters. The one everybody is hotly anticipating, loving it. Everybody went nuts over. King K. Rool.
Yep.
And Crom. and Crom.
Oh yeah, and Grom.
Come on, Dark Samus, guys.
Whenever they say, and a new Fire Emblem character, I'm like, I don't care. They're all the same. Marth and Ike and... They're all the same. I'm like...
let's see, it's Marth and Ike and Crom and Robin and Nico?
And Lucina.
Lucina.
And
Palutena.
No,
Waluigi.
Palutena.
Wario. King Dedede.
But I'm just like, another Fire Emblem character. Sweet, another character with a sword. And that's what it is. It's another character with a sword. I'm like, I appreciate all the effort it takes to be true to that character, but can we get another game series? Like, I don't know. I'd love to play as, like, Tom Nook or something. We get one Animal Crossing character.
Or Waluigi.
Yeah, I'm getting about the same way with, like, the Dark or the Echo characters. Like, they may have a slightly different movement or but all the movesets being the same doesn't change the game.
See, here's my thought about that. I like the fact that they are, because they clearly say that Dark Samus has been a color option in the past. Just make Dark Samus its own great character. Like, Daisy has been a color option for Peach. Just make her own character. We don't need Pit and Dark Pit. Let's just make him his Echo character. I don't think it'll fully impact how many characters there are in the game as a whole. But I like how they... Yeah, I do like how they're like... Yeah, they're clearly going to be different, yet the same moveset.
I just think they could have spent more time on a different character, like Waluigi.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a question. How many of us will actually play as Waluigi?
I mean, I would.
I'm not.
I would say if I had a computer, I would say if Waluigi gets announced, I will have like a 6-hour stream where it's not me playing Waluigi.
It's like when any Overwatch character comes out.
Everyone plays
super excited.
Everyone plays that character for about 4 hours, and then it's like, this character sucks.
Yeah. Like Doomfist.
Like Hammond.
Like Sombra.
Oh,
No, Sombra
do
is
not.
very valid still.
I was like, dude, don't crap on Sombra.
What I'm saying is, like, everyone wants to play as them. It's like, okay, but this is making it hell to find a game to play.
Did you just break something?
No, that's my cat.
Okay. Your cat
Okay.
broke something. Cool.
Yeah. She broke something. I didn't do any breaking.
Did you just
She
break
did.
something? My cat.
Okay.
PETA?
So, one of the most important characters announced, Simon Belmont, and the Echo
Yes.
Fighter Richter Belmont. I am in love. I was not expecting it.
Another character with a sword.
It's
He
a
has
whip.
a whip.
It's the vampire killer, the holy blessed whip that destroys vampires and other unholy creatures. No,
I really hope we
sword.
get like Soma Cruz, and it could be an interesting copy mechanic like Kirby, where if you kill an enemy, you get the kill. You collect one of their abilities. So it could be like a passive ability like Kirby's floating abilities, or like an active ability like the bee, like a bee move, not the bee movie. So like you could have, for another example, Kirby's up bee move where it's his sword, or something like that, or a projectile move. And
Well, and
things
you can
like that.
also kill assist trophies now as well. You can damage them enough.
Oh, yeah.
So that would be
But
really interesting.
It'd still be cool to have that ability with the copy technique, but not like Kirby.
Yeah, I get you. Have like a slight change. Let's see what else. Dark Samus is of course an Echo character.
Yep.
I love that idea. I like Dark Samus. I liked it ever since it was introduced in Metroid Prime 2.
Yep.
How do you feel about King K. Rool?
Seriously.
Seriously, like all jokes aside.
It's about time.
Yeah.
See, I'm on the level of but I understand why they did it because all the other villains are there. King Dedede, Ganondorf, Bowser. I'm like, okay,
I feel like you should be saying it like the Smash announcer when you're saying those names.
Bowser, King Dedede, Ganondorf,
Right.
King K. Rool.
Waluigi.
I'm excited for it, but at the same time, I'm like, King K. Rool. There are so many characters that I will probably never play as.
That's true.
Like
They did introduce a multiplayer mode where it's like more or less character blackout, where if you play a character, your opponents can't play that character, and it cannot be picked again in the tournament.
I've seen that, and I'm excited for that. That way, it kind of makes you play as other characters.
So instead of someone being a spamming Bayonetta main,
That's me. Thank you.
yeah,
It's like,
Excuse me. I like my thoughty Bayonetta hair witch. Thank you.
thoughty S&M hair witch. Got it. Thanks, Nintendo. Can't have Waluigi. Can't have Bayonetta. Got it.
Anything else about Smash, guys?
I personally, I'm still on the Samus thing. I would have much rather them have, like, sacks put in.
No, because then it would be rated M.
Should already be rated M.
See again, thoughty S&M hair witch.
Yeah. But, like, Sax would have been a little bit better because it was a very vital villain at one point, but it is also, like, the reason why you could beat, like, Metroid Fusion as well. And so it was a completely different look and moveset and everything that I feel like they could have implemented better.
Oh! SAX! Okay, I was sitting there going, who is
Yeah, a
Sax?
character interaction between two of the characters, regardless of who the characters are. No,
I was-
SAX, yeah.
I was not understanding who Sax was, and I was like, it's in Metroid. It's in Metroid. There are not a lot of characters in Metroid.
Right.
Sorry, I completely misunderstood, but SAX is... It's like pretty much Samus. It would be an Echo fighter.
Right, but it's not really though, because it definitely had different moves in the game than Samus did.
guys, no matter what happens, remember, there's still going to be somebody that's spamming Kirby.
I don't want to hear that, Sam.
Sam, do you spam
I will
Kirby?
stick to my.
I'm sorry, who has Switches in this room?
Not this guy.
Well, technically, I mean, only you have the Switch in the room.
Nope.
In your room, and then I have a Switch in my room.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. Semantics for the win.
Also, though, technically what we're speaking in right now is a voice room.
It's called the channel.
Whatever.
Okay.
Moving on!
Let's move on to the last piece of news, which is, I gotta be honest, I seen this, I was like, alright, this doesn't affect my life, whatsoever.
Big freaking whoop.
See, I thought it was interesting because, 10 years of Marvel movies. Sometimes it's one of those, it's been 10 years.
Ouch.
But, yeah. I know, that's true. But at the same time, so let me read it. It's all 20 Marvel Cinematic Universes movies are getting a 10th year anniversary IMAX release. I don't know why I read it like that, but I did.
Do they have the list of movies?
Yes, they do, and I'm about to read it.
Hold on, let me see if I can't guess all the movies, because I have not seen all the movies. Iron Man?
Yes.
Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3.
Yes.
Captain America, Winter Soldier.
Okay.
Captain America Civil War.
Okay.
Ant-Man 2.
Yes.
Guardians of the Galaxy, Guardians 2.
Yes and yes.
The Hulk.
Yes.
Wait, the Hulk's actually on there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Stark shows up at the very end. Avengers.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Thor Dark World, Thor Ragnarok.
Yes.
Avengers Age of Ultron.
Yep.
Avengers Infinity War.
Yep.
Let's see. What else am I missing?
Homecoming.
Stop. I want to see if he gets this. I have a joke set up if he doesn't.
Let me think about this for a second.
You have 10 seconds. 9,
I've already said all the
Sweet
Avenger
nothings.
films.
7, 6,
Stop counting.
4, 3,
You're causing him to lose his
2,
concentration, man.
1.
I really am.
Well, this just turned in. Doug forgot the most important ones. Black Panther and Doctor Strange.
And Spider-Man.
And Spider-Man. I
What
can't...
about Blade?
Oh, what about
What
Blade?
about Blade? No.
Well, here's the thing with this re-release IMAX thing. There's gonna be a box set.
That I'll be happy about.
I really want there to be you can win the Blu-ray box set, but you have to watch all the Marvel films back to back to back. No bathroom breaks. Then the last person in the theater wins the thing.
No, they have
And
to
you
have
have to stay
restroom.
away.
They have to have bathroom breaks.
It's like those things keep your hand on the car and you can win.
You know they
win
stopped
the car.
doing those because people were getting hurt doing it, right?
And dying.
I will
Yeah,
literally
the thing
take
is,
a leak
you're in
next
an
to a car.
air-conditioned building, sitting, watching a movie.
I will-
Dude,
Well, that's the strategy as
there's-
well.
I
You
will
don't just take the leak next to the
Yeah.
car. You aim.
There's 8 hours of movies over 6 days, dude.
8 hours of movies?
A day.
Okay, there we go.
A
All
day.
right, so how many hours of movies are there?
8 hours over 6 days is 64 hours of movies.
I don't know, Doug.
Yeah,
Maybe you
I
should
mean-
go to the Pirate Bay and see
48.
How you can see how
48
long it
hours.
is for all the Marvel movies.
So here's the thing.
Can you
That's
not
not
be
that-
for 48 hours and not eat and not sleep?
If
You're
I
getting
can
to
be
the end
incentivized
stages of
to-
dehydration at that point.
No, you kidding me? I would buy a drink just to do that. So that way, if I do finish the drink, I have something to pee in. Okay?
And then you have something to drink later.
Right? Bear Grylls it up.
Gotta drink it warm so it stays sterile.
Ooh, it's like a warm beer. Gross.
Gross.
No, I mean, it's only 48 hours. That's not that bad.
Dude, can you sit still for 48 hours?
No one said you had to sit still. You have to be watching it.
Okay, who's classifying it watching? How do they know you don't fall asleep in it?
Because they literally have night vision goggles sitting at the front of the auditorium.
Oh, I can't believe they did. I
I didn't see that in the fine print.
Oh.
I forgot about that.
And they also have tasers. Did you know that? If your heart rate drops below a certain number, they just fill you with 40,000 volts. You don't have to worry about winning or living.
I mean, you can leave at any time, and people still have to can buy tickets to go see whatever movie they want. But if you watch all the films back to back,
I don't know if I'd want to walk into a theater that's had people in it for 36 hours.
I'd be like, oh god, it smells like a truck stop.
Oh man, it's time for Thor Ragnarok, and it smells like that already happened in here.
You're not wrong.
It would be cool. Win the box set. Win a trip to Hollywood. Win the red carpet for the second Infinity War film. That'd be like the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
Well, I agree. It would be cool, but I don't know that I'd want to. I don't know that I'd want to do that.
That's quitter talk. That's just
That's
quitter
Quitter talk.
But how willing are you to sit at work to earn money?
To be fair, I've not watched some of the.
To be fair, they're not offering me a boxed set.
Yeah. To be fair, they're not offering me a chance to go meet. Was it Allison Brie who's going to be Captain Marvel?
How did I know that was going to be the first person you mentioned? Not Chris Evans. Not Robert Downey Jr. Nope, Allison Brie.
Dude,
Well,
I wish I could kick it with Robert Downey Jr. just for a day, sitting there. It's like, hey, you're like this all the time.
Here's the thing that I love the most. This page that we're looking at, this IGN page, all of the Avengers and the movies and everything are all together. Everyone's represented, and then Iron Man's just off on his own over to the right hand side of the page. Everyone's all piled up like you'd saw in the Infinity War Rampage or whatever. But then Iron Man just no, I'm above all of you.
Where's the flecks of dust that is Spider-Man?
It's at the ground there. You see it underneath
there's
their
the
feet?
dust.
Yeah.
Who would you want to meet of everyone in all the films?
Definitely Robert Downey Jr.
Wrong answer. It's Jon Favreau.
Chris Pratt.
Crisp Rat?
Yeah, Chris Pratt.
I would go Benedict Crumble Scrunch.
Sorry, my tea's ready.
I like how easily that just came. It's like,
And the train wreck continues.
I like this new train wreck podcast.
by about episode 100, it's just gonna be one long censored beep. Welcome to episode 100.
Y'all better buckle up.
Make sure you really pronounce that B on that word, too.
It's just buckle up. We're gonna go off the rails.
No, don't buckle up. You're better to be ejected from the vehicle. Seatbelts are only for body recovery.
Right? I think Jon Favreau, because then you could talk about one of his other movies, any other movie he's directed and been in.
Really? You think so?
Yeah.
See, why I chose Benedict Crumble Scrunch is because you get to talk. You get to talk about other films as well, just like Jon Favreau, but it's cool.
Like Sherlock.
Yeah.
And The Hobbit.
Definitely. That prize-winning role in The Hobbit. All 5 minutes of it. Okay. Anything else, gentlemen? Are we done with this?
I think we can
I don't think we should necessarily be done, but I definitely think we should stop murdering the innocent civilians around the tracks. If we're not careful, the Avengers are going to come and stop us.
Not Spider-Man, though.
Not Spider-Man, because nobody cares about him or Ant-Man.
No, I mean, that means they're dust.
Yeah, they're gone.
I don't.
Well, we don't know about Ant-Man or Hawkeye, so.
He needs some milk.
Okay, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me today on episode 92. We're getting closer to that 100 mark.
We gotta do something big, man.
There you go. I like it. Let's do it.
Alright.
Okay, so thank you all so much for listening to this, and we'll see you again next week.
See you guys later.
Bye.
Wow!
Thanks, guys. And thank you to all of our listeners out there, because we really couldn't do it without you. We hope you enjoyed this week's Gaming and Chill podcast. If you'd like to know more about the podcast, follow us on social media, or learn how to support the podcast directly, check us out at www.gamingandchillpodcast.com. Also, be sure to stay up to date with Gaming and Chill by following us on Twitter at gaming_in_chill. Yes, that is gaming_in as in Nancy _chill. You can also find links to the articles, games, and videos mentioned in this podcast in the description below. Thanks again for watching, and until next time.